The Sony MDR XB950B1 isn't as hard of a device to review as it is to spell out. It's one of those headphones that'll of course surely be appreciated by bass heads, but at the same time, even somebody like me who's coming from the flat sounding Audio Technica will get used to that extra bass, and we'll get to that in the later part of this video, but let's start off with the built-in design. Now, there's nothing special about the way the headphones look. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they have a polycarbonate build along with some red accents as part of the design, and this overall looks kinda boring. They aren't as premium in feel either, and when you wear them over your head, they look slightly weird and huge. But the super soft cushion inside ensures that your ears don't hurt even after using them for hours together. Now, these headphones can't be folded, nor do they come with a carry case, but you can lay them flat on a surface. I mean, I don't really mind the headphones not being able to fold, but not providing a simple carry case with a $180 headphone is just sad. Although there's always some discount or the other going on for these headphones, so I got it for a price of around $122. Just a quick rundown on the controls we get from these headphones. There's a slider to pause, switch between different songs and answer calls. Then there's the volume buttons, and if you observe closely, there's a small little dot on the volume up side, which makes it easier for you to distinguish between the volume up and down option. To the left, there's a power button which you can press and hold to turn the headphones on or off, and when it's turned off, just keep holding on the power button for around 5 to 7 seconds, and you can then pair new Bluetooth devices. Below the power button is the bass effect option, and I'll talk about that in just a bit. Moving on, let's talk about battery life. Now, I get a week of more than regular use, meaning I use it for at least 2 hours every day. And to me, that battery life, without comparing it to any other headphone, is incredible. These headphones charge with a micro USB, so you're no Type-C, but you get a 3.5mm headphone cable in the box, which can be used instead of Bluetooth, and this is especially useful when your headphones run out of battery. Now, let's talk about the main reason you buy a headphone for, the sound quality. As I mentioned at the start of this video, it is targeted mainly at bass enthusiasts, but at the same time, even if you're not that bass head, you'll get used to it, and that's mainly thanks to the great clarity it offers, especially in terms of the vocals. Now, yes, there's that bass effect option, and when you enable it, boy does it deliver. You need to be really careful in selecting which songs truly require the bass effect, because once you enable it, it bumps up the bass so freaking high, resulting in some bleed, meaning the vocals are a bit muffled. Talking about the mids, it's pretty smooth for the most part, giving a flat and even response. But there's no clear distinction between the mids and the lows. I mean, you won't even notice the lows in many cases, which is a bit disappointing. The treble is also great, definitely has a bit of grain to it, especially in the vocals, which sounds really pretty damn good. The imaging or the separation of audio between the left and right channels is pretty good too. Now, these aren't noise cancelling headphones, but the isolation isn't all that bad and definitely adds to the experience. To sum it all up, the sound that these headphones produce is incredible, with some great bass to complement it. So, should you buy these headphones? It's a big yes from me, especially if you're a bass head, but of course, I won't recommend these if you're looking for something more flat sounding for audio monitoring purposes or so. The Sony MDR XB950B1 is clearly marketed as an extra bass headphone, and that's exactly what you get.